Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel TechBits with Aniket. In today's video, we are deep diving into one of the most important building blocks in C++ programming, variables. Whether you are beginner or just brushing up your concepts, this video will give you a solid understanding of what variables are, how they work, and all the types you are commonly used in C++. So let's get started. So what exactly is a variable in C++? A variable is a basically name that refers to memory location in your computer where data can be stored and modified. Here we are modifying that data using C++. For example, if you can think about a box with label, and in that box multiple values like numbers, letters, strings, and even uh, any data type can be stored, and you can change what inside that box at any point in the program. So like that, variable is a vessel and you can store anything in that vessel and use when you required, or you can change from that vessel. So there will be no mess up in your coding, and you can use anything from that vessel repeatedly. Now let's talk about how to declare a variable in C++. The basic syntax is really simple. You can write the data type. It can be followed by variable name. You can also assign a value right away using the equal sign. For example, if we want to store the value 25, means if you consider one person and you want to give the information of that person in variable format, and you want to store their different age, height, and grade in their college in different variables, and you want to use them into very different tasks. So we can do that. Like, if you want to store their age, so it is in the integer form. We declare that first int, that is integer, and we give the name of for that variable age, then equal to sign 25. So that person's age 25 is stored in age variable. Next, a height will be float, means 5.1, 5.2, 5 feet 1 inch, 5 feet 2 inch. So that kind of numbers called float. So we declare first their type float, float, then we give the name for that variable height, and we stored the 5.9 inch, means 5 feet 9 inch in that height variable. Next, character. In C++, the char keyword is used to declare character type variable. A character variable can store only a single character. Now, here we have declared three variables. Age is an integer, height is a float, and grade is a character. Next, we will see types of variables. C++ gives us several types of variables based on how and where we are declare them. Let's break it down. First is local variable. Second one is global variables. Third is static variable. Fourth one is constant variable. And last one is volatile variables. Local variables are declared inside functions or code blocks. They only exist within that scope, meaning once the block is done, the variable is gone. Here you can see the code void display in curly braces int x is equal to 10. So let's break that code. Void display. Void is a return type of functions. It means the function does not return any value to the caller. Then display. This is the function name. uh, we give the name of that function display. You can give any other names also, or you can call this function from main or other functions to return the code inside it. But void function do not return anything. Next, in curly braces, integer x10. This is the in curly braces. We can say that the integer x10 is a body, means any body can be fit in that curly braces. Anything inside these curly braces gets executed when the function is called. Integer x10 is equal to 10. This line declare a variable x of type int means integer. It also initialize it when the value 10. Since x is declared inside the function, it is a local variable only accessible within this display function only. Remember that the function does nothing visible because there is no cout or return. It just create a variable and exist. The variable x is destroyed, means freed from memory once the function ends. Next one is global variable. Global variables are declared outside any function. They can be accessed and modified by any functions in the program. For example, integer count is equal to 0. Count is the variable name and integer is the type, and we store in count 0 value. It is declared outside of any function, means it is not part of any functions. We can use them anywhere and anytime after declaration. Next one is static variables. Static variables are bit special. When if declared inside a function, they remember their value between function calls. For example, see the code: void counter in curly braces static integer count is equal to 0. Then next line, count plus. Let's see the line by line explanation. We know void function here, so it not return anything. We named that void function counter. Then next, static integer count is equal to 0. Integer count 0 means the variable count is type integer is being created and initialized to 0. The static keyword makes it special. Normally local variables are destroyed after the function ends, but here we declare static. So in the case of static variable, it keeps it value even after the function exists. Means if we if the function ends, the count function stored its value and it will return that value each time when we run that function. And next line we have added count plus plus. This line increments the count variable by 1. Every time the function is called, the same count variable will be updated. Let's see here how it behaves when called multiple times. uh, we write here integer main. We declared main function here and we included counter for 3 times. So when we run that main function, we get increment for each count. Means for first counter we get count is equal to 1, then for second we get count is equal to 2, and third we get 3. Without static and count, it would reset to 0 every time, and count plus plus would always result in 1. Next is constant variable. We use const keyword to declare that variable. For example, const float pi is equal to 3.14. That value of pi cannot be changed in future because we declared that it is constant function using const keyword. Means we mention const keyword before float. So in this code, pi is the variable name, float is a type, and const keyword say that it holds a constant value. Means value of pi cannot be changed after initialization. And the last one is volatile variables. Volatile variables are declared by using volatile keyword. It tells the compiler that the variable can be changed unexpectedly, often used in embedded or multi-threading code. Let's understand it using one example. See here, in the code, volatile int sensor value. This code might look simple, but the keyword volatile has a very important and specific purpose in the programming, especially in the embedded systems, hardware level programming, and the multi-threaded environments. Here, integer sensor value, this stands integer variables name sensor value. It can store whole numbers like 10, minus 500, etc. And before that, we declared keyword volatile. This is a key part of this declaration. Volatile is the type of qualifier in C++. It tells the computer that don't optimize this variable, so its value can change anytime outside the program's control. For example, if your program is taking to hardware sensors or a shared variable, it modified by another thread or an interrupt, or those cases the value of sensor value can change even if the current code does not modify it directly. The volatile keyword used in hardware registers, where value changes by sensor or external hardware. It used in interrupt service routines where value set by an interrupt handler. It's using in multi-threaded programming where one thread modifies the value. Then it also used in memory mapped input output where accessing hardware directly. So the extract is volatile prevents the compiler from optimizing away memory access. It use it when variable can change outside the normal program flow, and it tells the compiler that always read this form of memory. Don't assume it's the same. We saw the variable types. Let's see the variable naming rules. There are some rules to choose the name for variables. First rule is it must the variable name must begins with the letter or underscore. Don't by any numerical or dash or point or comma. It can include letters, digits, and underscore. No space or special characters are in the variable naming. Special characters means alpha, hash, forward slash, backward slash, etc. It is case sensitive, means small value, sentence case value means first V is capital, then all small, and all capital value are different. It cannot be reserved keywords like integer or float. means int or float. For example, you can see that here the age, the total amount means total hash, total underscore amount. Then it starts from underscore means underscore value 1 to 3. Those are valid variables, variable names. Let's see the invalid variable names, how they look like. The variable name starts from numbers like 1, 2, 3, ABC. It is invalid. Total space amount means total and amount, they have the space in between both both words. That kind of variables will be invalid. And the float, because float is a data type here and it is reserved for the data type name, so the float that itself is a non-valid variable name. That's it for this video. In the next one we will dive into data types in C++. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to support the channel. Thanks for watching. Have a great day and see you soon.